As we get the starters here live from the Augusta Civic Center.
Arizona, number 11, Noah Thompson.
The UMA Moose coming in at 5-7. They're 2-1 in the YSCC. And Unity College is 2-4 in the season, and they are 2-4 in the conference. So Unity College playing all conference games so far, and let's see if that has something on the floor and can play underneath the hoop. And Rogers picking up his second block, just under a minute here left in the first half. Excuse me.
Yeah, and you see there that Rogers, because he's not defending him man-to-man, he's able to come off and help on defense there and really become a factor underneath in altering shots, blocking shots, and obviously rebound like we've talked about early on here.
Definitely his forte so far early on in the season. Ches has it now on the block. Thompson dumps it down into Rogers. Being guarded by Sahara. Ball's going to be turned over. Engel has it. He'll stop. Little floater. No good. Sahara with the long rebound. He'll reset the offense. Long three going to be taken by Merrill. No good. Dallas Murray with the rebound.
Yeah, Dallas and Brandon got to go to the same side here, and they really got to work. Brandon against number 20, Sahara, because I think that's a mismatch that they need to exploit.
Yes, definitely. Three going to be taken. No good. Another rebound by Chesley underneath. He'll get over to Thompson, who will bring it across the timeline.
A little chaotic here early for the Rams offensively, taking some deep threes, quick threes early in the shot clock.
Yeah, not really getting into an offensive set. And there's that matchup we were just talking about.
Absolute butter off the baseline there. For him to go ahead fakely, he's going baseline and then just leap up over the defender, with the defender doing a really good job of contesting that shot and just be able to put that in so softly. It's just something nice to watch. I mean, that's hard to defend.
Yeah, and also, too, big mismatch with Sahara trying to guard the 6'6" Rogers, but also, too, that's the other matchup on the other side is that Kopaz is guarding Chesley, and he's that X factor. He screws up teams because you have to put a player on him because he dropped 37, a week ago?
Yeah, he had a fantastic game. He plays so well underneath, and he's able to come out and shoot the three. They got to clear it out for Brandon. I just want to emphasize that more and more because, what a look by Dallas.
Nice look underneath, and Chesley finishes. 7-0, 16:55 to go here in the first half. Kopez still looking to try to get on the board. Long three by Sahara, no good. Going to be kicked back in, but right to Thompson, who gets it to Murray, who quickly gets it across. He'll stop, pop. Good. I want to be thinking about a timeout here shortly, and we're going to have our first timeout a game. It is a full timeout, 16:40 to go. We will be back live from the Augusta Civic Center in a minute.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
So we're back after the full timeout. Nate, go ahead and talk about the topic we were just talking about off air about the big lead that UMA has right now.
Yeah, we've seen UMA in this season early on come out absolutely on fire, get big leads, but then allow the team to get back into it. And I think they're doing a little bit better job. We saw in the last game that we covered for them that they really bared down defensively and they played pretty well. So we'll have to see here what happens with that. I think they're a different team than what they have been in the past, where they've let those teams kind of come back in and then take the lead and then they kind of, sit back a little bit. I don't think this is the same kind of team. I think that they're going to do a better job here moving forward with being able to kind of bear down and score the points and put this team away that they are better than it.
Yeah, and they have the offensive firepower to be able to just continue to put points up on the scoreboard. They have a lot of, perimeter shooters. They can work the ball down inside. And, that was a great three right there by Hunter Engel, who absolutely nailed that contested three. So it's a 9-3 lead right now. But just continue to play the game they are. And then Dallas answers with his own three. So let's see if look for Kopaz to start seeing a little bit of action. I don't even think he's taken a shot yet.
He's only taken one shot, and that was off the inbound down in the corner, and Keith did a really good job being able to defend that shot. So
Keith will take it. Nice pass down into the corner. Engel kicks it back. Saharo. Kopaz being guarded tightly by Chesley, who will stop, pop it, and make it.
He does such a nice job. He's really quick for a big man. I think that's one of the things that he creates a lot of space. You can see there that he's able to dribble to his right, fake like he's going to go hard down in, go between his legs and pull back and be able to create that space to get that jump shot off. Really nice play there by Kopaz.
Yeah, and you got to be big and strong to be able to do that. And with the fluidity that he does it, he just makes it look so easy. Nice offensive possession there for the Moose.
Yeah, and if you're Unity, you just got to give him the ball. I mean,
right.
He's your guy. I mean, there's way too much
chaos.
Well, yeah, and they're all clustered up at the top there. I mean, kudos to UMA to be able to have that defense that you don't really have to do that much because there's so much cluster up at the top that there's no space to work. But I mean, if you're Unity, go ahead and separate him, put him on the island, give him the ball, and see what he can do for you.
Nice pass out top. Thompson with his first three of the game, no good. Typical Ches rebound right there. Put back, no good. Ripped down by Kopaz. He'll push it up. Takes it high to the hoop, and he will draw the foul, and he will get the first free throws of the game. 14-27, and showing his speed right there as he just knew exactly what he was going to do when he got that rebound.
Yeah, he's a tough physical player.
Yep.
You can see just based off of his physique that he's able to go and pound underneath. He's quick down to the basket. He's awfully good at finishing. I think his focus towards the end of a shot is something that he's probably at a top level kind of guy. We saw him in pregame warm-ups be able to put down with two hands with ease, so he can definitely leap. There's no question about that.
So he'll miss both of those. Murray will set up the offense, get it over to Thompson. Nice cut play right there. Couldn't finish, but Ches will clean it up. Nice look by Rogers to get the ball down under to McGuire, who just missed it, but backside rebound always important, and Ches was able to get it and put it in.
Yeah, it's nice to have Caleb back into the game. He was out earlier in the season with some injuries. It allows to get them a little bit more height underneath. And here, the big advantage here for UMA in height, we haven't been able to say that very often in some of the lineups, but now they seem to be on that uptick of having a little bit more height to be able to compete with teams.
It was a good look. Another rebound for Chesley. Little give and go there with Thompson after the rebound. There's no go. Ball will be pushed up by Merrill. And he'll take it in, and that one no good. Rebound by Rogers. Tosi had a chance to, Saharo had a chance. Caleb McGuire will pop, no good. Another rebound for Chesley on that backside of the board, and he'll put it up and in.
I mean, the real way to defend Keith there is you got to get him off the block.
Yeah, you got to move him.
Yeah, he does such a good job of the opposite side rebound. Like, he'll get his position before the shot goes up, and he's strong in his legs. You can't move him, and he's a heck of a defender there as Kopaz goes down.
Kopaz will stop, pop, front rim, no good. McGuire with the rebound will get it over to Murray. Yeah, Ches sees the ball so well. And that's the knack of a good rebounder is you know where the ball is going to go before it's shot. Or as soon as it's shot, I should say. That would be telepathic. You don't know that. Tosi with the long three. That was from the airport. So slowly clawing their way back in. There's that cut again by McGuire. Nice pass by Chesley to get that. Just a little backdoor cut wide open, lay it home.
Caleb's forte working the baseline. He's got a really nice shot. He's tall, and he understands the angles, which is really important once you get down in there, that you got to come off at a little bit different angle to be able to lay the ball, and he did a good job there.
A little too easy going to the hoop there. Tosi again, going up strong. 2014. Nice no-look pass. Nice movement right there. That's like reminiscent of the play that just happened. Nice ball movement. Thompson no-look to Rogers. Rogers to McGuire on the baseline, and he puts it home.
Yeah, fantastic execution there. UMA kind of firing right now on all cylinders. Great scheme by Coach Ford here. He's playing excellent right now. Really shut down Kopaz here for Unity.
Thompson will take it, and he gets on. I'd like to get him the ball the very next possession, too, because he's a very streaky three-point shooter. Set the record with 9 threes in a game after...
Yeah, I believe so.
After he had 8 and set it, and he just unbelievable. And the shot is just so smooth, effortless. Lopez out directing traffic. 9 on the shot clock, and we're going to have a foul called away from the ball, going to be called against the Unity Rams. Not sure on who that is.
I think they called a moving screen there, and I think it was a good call. We have to see the board, 12.
Yep, that's Adam Merrill. And he will take a seat, and seeing his first action of the night is Kyle Rigney from East Lyme, Connecticut, a freshman guard. And just like I said, that would have been great if it gone in. You always feel smart when that stuff happens. But that's the way that they, once Thompson hits, get him the ball again, because he can hit 3, 4, 5 in a row. We've seen it happen.
Yeah, and if you're Noah, I mean, that's a wide open three-pointer.
Oh, yeah.
I was a little surprised that Unity had nobody come out on him. Sometimes that no defense gets in your head.
The defensive defense.
Yeah.
Nice tough rebound by Murray. Good job by Rogers stepping up and not giving an easy bucket to Engel. Ches will take it from the baseline, no good. Board by Rogers. Tried to get the no-look. Ches cutting in down on the baseline just a little bit too far in front of him, and that one will squirt out of bounds.
Yeah, a little too fancy right now for Brandon. I feel like he's got to get that and just go back up with it.
Yeah.
He's got the advantage. There's no question about it.
Yeah, they're called 8 inches.
He should get that, go right back up. He'll have an easy shot.
Nice move by C. That's what he needs to do, and that's what he's definitely capable of doing. That was quick. He made that. Look, that was just great play.
Yeah, really nice
Strong.
job there, being able to take the ball down to the hole off the dribble. And like I said, his finishing ability is at a different level.
Yeah. He's missed 3 free throws. Very strong. He was able to take the contact and still lay it off the glass. 25-16, 10 minutes to go. Murray might have skidded the foot a little bit. He was trying to get it to Rogers, and then right at that minute, Rogers cut towards the hoop. So, turnover for the Moose. Little floater. Floats in. Nice shot by Saharo.
And Shahiro.
Yeah, they got to work to get Keith the ball back.
He's got a mismatch down there. There it is. There is that mismatch. And he'll get fouled. Nice job. Yeah, you could tell that he wanted it back. He's being guarded by the 5'11" Rigney, and that is definitely a matchup with Keith's size.
Yeah, we're going to take a look here at this possession. He initially gets the ball, kicks it back out to DeVille. Dallas gets it, was able to kind of dribble penetrate here. We'll see. Get the shot up, but Keith does a really good job after being able to get the rebound there, draw the foul, and get to the line.
Hemed will check in along with West, both seeing their first action of the night. Ches capitalizes, makes both free throws. 27-18, that 9-point lead that we were talking about earlier is still relevant at this moment. Nice ball movement, wide open 3 taken and just bounced out. That thing was 3/4 of the way down by Sahiro. Nice play right there by Hunter Engel. Got the rebound, went up strong, and will be at the free throw line shooting 2. Free throw is definitely a big issue so far for Unity. They missed 4 free throws already. And 5. And that could be due to, I know the gym up in Unity College is closed behind, whereas here it's wide open, and that can be a little bit of an adjustment, as we've seen here over the years of doing high school and college games up here.
Yeah, we talked to Keith earlier, and he said that in the past they've come here and shot really, really well. And he said, I don't know if it's because they like the gym or if it's our defense, but hopefully we can change that up tonight. And they've done a really nice job so far, contesting shots, rebounding, just all-around defense here. This is tough, though.
So fast off the dribble.
Kopez off the dribble. He's one dribble, 2 steps in, and he's laying a finger roll in. I mean, you got to get somebody to cut him off.
You want to get in the way of that?
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, to defend it, you really do have to.
Yeah. Nice move by Rogers. Little up and under. No good. Gets it back. And off the glass, up and in.
Yeah.
So they just need to get him down there and just feed him the ball because he has, 5 inches on everybody else out on the court, and his body control is just so good that he finds space where there isn't any. 31-20, largest lead, 11 points. Nice, another block by Rogers. I think he got that one with his elbow. Wide open 3, take in, no good. Kopez with the rebound. And he just takes it just like another block by Rogers. Nice job. Waited, and got it. The block. That's his 4th block of the night. And then it turns into transition basketball. And the largest lead is now up to 13 with 7:35 to go. Because the Rams have never really seemed to be able to get into any kind of offensive rhythm. They'll score and then they'll turn the ball over a couple of times or have some. It always helps when you're having Rogers block the shots for the Moose, but no real rhythm yet. And a little floater, no good. Looks like that one just kind of slipped out of Hemed's hand.
Yeah, it looked like he got down on his palm and he didn't have much of an actual shot. We're going to take a look here at that transitional point, Andy, with Rogers' block off the backboard. Davila getting the rebound here after the block, moving it up and putting it home.
That's the way you draw it up after a block. Get it and go. Chess has it. Cutter. McGuire. Little float. No good. Ball still loose. West will corral it. Wide open 3 taken and made. Nice look right there by Davila. Good body control. Set up. Take the shot and nail it. Good follow through. 36-20. This is dagger time here. Can really put him away here in the final couple of minutes.
Well, I think
the first half.
Looking at UMA offensively here, they're a little bit smaller, but every guy on the court can hit a 3-pointer, and I think that's extremely dangerous, especially in those loose ball scenarios. We see West being able to get the ball to Davila and getting that open shot.
That was a good floater by Suihiro.
Or excuse me, it was Hemed, sorry.
Nice move by Chesley, and he'll get 2 shots here. Just spun off. He just does that so well. You think you have him, you think he's going to go one way, and then he just drop steps baseline, and then he has you, and he knows that either he's going to get fouled with the contact and be able to make it, or just take 2 free throws, which he has now.
Yeah, I mean, his baseline and his lower on the box, his lower play on the box is fantastic. I mean, that's where he kind of lives. So a lot of the times you see teams put a bigger guy on Keith, and it still doesn't matter because he's able to move around there so freely, and he understands, that game so well. So now he's got a complete mismatch. He's got somebody who's smaller than him, and they're actually having to come off and double him. And he was smart enough there to go ahead, understand he's getting a double. I'm going to go baseline before it comes over and get that shot up.
Well, and he's been playing that since his freshman year. He's always had bigger guys on him, and he's made the adjustment over the year that knowing that he's going to have those matchups, that he's made the transition in his game.
Rogers, anytime he was taking the ball to the hole.
Yeah, you can tell they totally change everything when they're going in against him.
Yeah, he's either blocking it or he's altering the shot there.
14-point lead, long 3 by West. No good. Kopez will have it. He'll push it up. Skip it into the corner. And we're going to have it
called the travel. I don't know about that.
I don't either. That looked like a good play.
Yeah. One thing I just want to go that may have been unnoticed in that last defensive possession there for UMA is their closeout in the corner. Before we've seen the one attempt to close out, the up fake, and no one come back out.
Right.
That time UMA having 3 defenders come out and stop that 3-pointer, which would have been an open look. So fantastic job there. I think Coach Ford getting the message across to his guys. We got to start closing out on that and making sure those are not easy shots.
That's got to be 3 free throws So Hamed will go to the line to shoot 3, closing out Lafreniere. Just got a little bit of body after the shot, and see if Hamed can capitalize on these 3 free throws here. This one bounces out. Murray will check in for Thompson. Murray listed at 5'8". He plays way bigger than 5'8". I mean, he probably averages around 5 rebounds a game, and, he just finds the ball.
Yeah, he had in the last game, a terrific end of the game rebound to be able to secure that for them as they were able to get the sweep UMA against Umpy last, I believe, Thursday.
Ouch, missed all 3 of those. Again, a shot altered by the outstretched arms of Rogers, as Suihiro had to put a lot of arc on that just to get it over Rogers. And even if you have that in the back of your mind, you know that every time you're going down in there that you're going to have a 6'6" guy just waiting to block your shot. It's not an easy thing to have to overcome. 5 minutes left to go here in the first half. 16-point lead, 38-22. Little run right here would be really nice. Murray thought about it. Rogers will get the rebound. Reset. Ches will kick it over. Murray wide open 3. He'll take it. No good. Rogers with the rebound underneath the Ches. Up fake, off the glass, up and in. And that's not an easy shot. There's not really much backboard down there when you're at that angle. I think we're gonna have another travel. So good defense down underneath. Rogers stepping up and having to force Kopez to take an extra step there. Largest lead of the night, 16 points. Kind of an ill-advised shot right there with 19 seconds to go on the shot clock. I don't know if that's the shot that they were looking for.
And again, the defensive closeout right now for UMA, fantastic job.
Jeez, that was kind of thrown up there. Murray has it. He'll kick it over to Chesley. Chesley will take a transition 3, no good. Nice rebound by McGuire. Tried to get it to Ches, but it was at his feet. Lafreniere has it. He'll get it down. Shot going to be thrown up, no good. Out of nowhere is Tosi. He'll go in. Nice defense right there by Davila, who just stood tall, and he'll take it down, and he'll rattle it. Reyes Rogers up and in, finish it.
Brandon Rogers.
So this really, so far, this looks like this could be the way that this game's going to go, unless Kopez decides to go off.
Well, I mean, in order for him to go off, he's got to create some room and get some shots off there. He's taking, towards the end of the half here, and he's done a lot of work. Tired legs, that was in the front of the rim. He's done a lot of work taking the ball to the basket. I think that's what he's got to stick to, because if he can draw some fouls off of Keith and get somebody else on there, then UMA is going to be hurting a little bit. They'll probably end up putting Brandon on him. That's really what he's got to do. He's got to draw some fouls to get some room and get another defender off him, because Keith's playing extremely well right now defensively.
Little up and under, no good. Rogers with the board. Murray with the nifty dribble. 3 going to be rimmed out. Picked up by Hoyt. And again, no real offensive set. That was off the side of the backboard. That's not exactly what you're looking for.
Brandon did another nice job of getting out there and contesting that shot.
Yeah, Hoyt didn't know what to do.
Hoyt was thinking, this guy's going to try and set me up to take it down underneath it and block my shot. Well, then I'm going to pull up right here. But Brandon, being the smart player that he is, said, okay, I'll come out and contest that shot too. So and this is what they got to do. They got to give him the ball. He's going to take it down the basket. Yeah, I mean,
wow.
It's easy for him. It's easy for him. And it's good. It's pretty good defense. I mean, physically, you're outmatched there automatically. I mean, Brandon takes the ball down to the baseline and jumps from underneath the basket out to an easy lay-in.
Yeah, that's just You can't coach that.
Right. I mean, if you're defending him, you want him to take it down in there to create a more difficult shot.
And he still makes it. Lopez, Lafreniere, and Tosi will take a seat here. 2:05 to go, first half. 22-point lead, starting to slip away for the Rams.
Yeah, they need something now, and they got to do it within this 2 minutes towards the half here.
A little floater up and in.
Hunter Engel.
Yeah, I think Engel's got to be the guy right now as they work in the latter half of this first half, be able to get shots up.
Wow. Just outmatched. I mean, he's doing whatever he wants.
If they
down there.
isolate Brandon on the block down there and they don't double him, he's going to score 45 points.
Yeah,
tonight.
he's just going to do that time and time and time again.
But I mean, one of the things you say that, and as a coach, you're thinking, well, all we got to do is go down and double him. Well, UMA prevents you from doing that because of shooting so well from the outside. You can't leave a guy open from the outside because everybody on the court can shoot and make 3-pointers.
Yeah. And give UMA's defense some credit, too. As there's another steal. And Murray, trying to crowd, stepped on the line. Good quick hands over there by Bragg to start that transition. Bragg's played some quality minutes and good defense so far here in the first half. It's going to be a moving screen, you'd think. Turned over regardless. Ches will have it stripped. Rogers dumps it into Ches at the block, and he puts it up and in. Nice pass by Rogers. He thought about taking the shot, and then he saw Ches, who keeps moving, even though he was getting in position to get a rebound off of that shot if it didn't go in. And Rogers found him, and he put it home.
Yeah, Keith is extremely hard to defend just because he's so aware of, his play is, I'm going to cut you off and seal you, get the ball, fake one way, and then I'm going to lay it in.
Yeah.
That's him to a T. And it's hard to defend that because, like you said, Andy, he's always moving around. Depending on the ball, he's always putting himself between the ball and his defender and creating easy passes down into him, which then he's able to work.
I can imagine it'd be very frustrating to either guard him or have him guard you.
Yeah, one of the two. It doesn't matter.
Right. Murray stop, pop, front rim, no good. Ball still loose. Bragg over to Murray. Murray longer three this time, and he gets that one. So an exclamation point to end the first half here. 51-24, the Moose with a commanding lead. We will be back here from the Augusta Civic Center for the Yankee Small Conference game next.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year. Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year. Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
Hi, everybody. This is Andy Munzing from Munzing Media Sports. I am joined here with a couple of players from the women's team and faculty members. Tonight was faculty night.
Yeah, thank you. It's good to faculty night. Nice to be recognized by the students.
So what exactly, obviously, you teach the student athletes, but it's a neat thing to be able to come out and actually see them performing and doing something that they like outside of the classroom.
I do. I have a number of my students. 60% of the team are bio majors most of the time, and I'm head of the biology department, so I love that part. And it's nice to see them shine out here because they work so hard in the classroom, and getting to see them how hard they work out here as well is terrific.
Yeah, especially it's nice with a small school like this that the faculty is able to come out and see the well-roundedness of all the students.
And these guys are terrific. They do community service. They put on a sports clinic, a number of them, a couple of weeks do sports clinic. They do drives for the local food banks as well as, a pet pantry? So a lot of community service to go with academics, to go with the tough basketball schedule. I don't know if you know, we record a lot of our lectures here at UMA. So when Carmen's at a game, she can pick up the lecture in chemistry she's missed by watching a video.
Oh, I'm sure you love that.
Yeah, it's great.
So it makes travel a little easier when you know you can review things that you missed.
Yeah, especially like if we get back late from games sometimes, or oh shoot, I'm sorry.
No, I understand, because if you're able to if you know that you don't have to worry about it, because it's there for you when you get back. It makes it easier to make that transition from going out and playing, and also too, that's part of being the well-rounded student athletes that you can be up here with support from the staff. So who do you it's okay. Who do you have coming up? You have Bates, right?
Yeah, we do.
So have you played Bates yet?
I haven't, but we haven't this year. But we've been watching.
So you're ranked number 1. That must feel pretty special.
Yeah, we're pretty proud.
It's good.
But definitely, we also have a big target on our backs now. Just gotta keep pushing and keep learning from every game.
Yep.
Make sure we're always improving, because other teams are going to be improving, and we got to make sure that we're always moving forward as well.
Yes. Well, good luck and congratulations. Back up to you guys.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
Did that look up? we get ready to start the second half here, commanding lead for the UMA Moose, and I think what they've got to do here in the second half is not play sloppy basketball. And, if you're the Unity Rams, Kopacz, you just got to give him the rock and let him take it to the hoop. I mean, he's really your only scoring threat out there. Suharo has played well. He's taken the ball to the hoop a couple of times very well. Hunter Engel also has shown some spurts, but, with the lead standing it is right now, if UMA just continues to play basketball, they'll walk away with a victory here. And we are underway. Kopacz going to go baseline with Rogers. Might have gotten away with a travel there. Looked like he switched pivot feet. No good regardless. Look for UMA to be just as methodical on offense as they were in the first half. Rebound taken down by Merrill. Engel, turnaround shot, and drills it.
Yeah, really good shot for him, and pretty good defense there by Dallas Murray.
Yeah, not much space.
Yeah, initially not going up for that first up fake and being able to get a hand in his face, but he's still able to put it home. So I think it's really up to him. UMA's done such a good job of taking Kopacz out of this game that it's got to be somebody else that's going to score the points, whether it's Sean Toshi or Engel, one of them.
There's a nice play right there.
Eddie Kopacz.
Kopacz running the floor and getting the layup. Murray with the three, no good. Ches with the space down underneath, but can't corral the rebound. Good box out underneath by Engel.
Yeah, and he did a really nice job of setting that up. I think he wishes he took a little bit more time, expecting the Rams to go after that ball that was kind of just sitting up there.
Well, the first two possessions not taking very much time off the old shot clock.
Yeah, and you figure at this point, UMA, sometimes you don't want to ruin any rhythm. If you get the open shot, go ahead and let them work it. At some point, obviously, Coach Ford is going to go ahead and make that choice that, hey, guys, we're going to go ahead and take some time off this clock, run this set here, and we'll see how it goes. And, now that they're not quite in that same rhythm.
Rogers will take no good. Bragg with the rebound. Rogers, nice body control underneath the hoop. And a good play by Bragg to keep that alive.
Unity making the adjustment there and putting Kopacz on Brandon, but yet not really effective so far in this first half.
Nice block by Rogers. And looks like Bragg's going to get called for the foul there. Unofficially, I think that's a sixth block for Rogers tonight. To go along with the handful of points and rebounds as well. Another solid game. Engel kind of find himself in no man's land. Nice play by Murray.
Yeah, Dallas got quick hands, able to find the ball.
Nice take by Noah Thompson there. Nice power move down there to the hoop. Covered a lot of ground.
Yeah, and his shooting ability really opens up shots like that.
Yeah, because he can make that.
If he's able to go ahead, up fake, and get his defender in the air and put the ball down and get a couple dribbles to the hoop, he's got some really good finishability too.
Kopacz just not being able to find it. He's had some good looks. It's just not falling for him.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It seems like it's just not his night tonight. Like you said, Andy, he's really created a lot of good space and scoring opportunities for himself. He's not able to put them home. Shot like that, which seems like it's right in his wheelhouse, and he misses. You can tell it's kind of one of those nights for him.
Yeah, I'm sure he makes that 9 out of 10. Nice little floater by Bragg. No good. Follows his own rebound. No good again. Ches has it. And nice hands by Kopacz with the steal, being guarded by Rogers, and Rogers will block him again. Little contact. Surprised there wasn't a whistle there, but
a good job by the officials.
Yes,
that's set up.
They knew there was going to be contact, but it wasn't going to alter the shot, and it did. Well, it got blocked, but I think that was inevitable. Nice move up and under by Suharo. Denzel Harrow's had a good game tonight. He's got to be double digits in points. He's a lanky guy, but he's strong under the hoop as well. And he will foul Bragg. Good job by Bragg getting him up in the air and then drawing the contact, and he'll get 2 free throws.
Yeah, we're going to run it back a little bit at that last possession and watch Rogers take on Kopez here. Kopez initiating the contact, and Rogers just allowing it to happen to be able to create that space for him to leap up and knock that shot away.
That one will rattle out.
Tough tonight from the foul line for both teams.
Rigney will check in. So Harrow will take a breather. 16.5 to go. As Bragg gets that one, he'll take a seat. Davila will come on in the ball game.
A little bit extra congratulations there for UMA for making that shot for Bragg.
A little float. Nice job. Ingles played very, very well tonight.
Yeah, I like what he does. I mean, he's able to leap up and stay up in the air. You know, he's jumping up over Dallas Murray and hanging a little bit more and, like I said, creating a little bit more space for himself. But this is Keith's forte right there. I'm surprised he didn't get that in.
Surprised Rogers didn't try to go up and get that one. You see the look in his face. He's like, oh, he wanted that one. Yeah, Hunter Engel, only a freshman from, it says Coopertown, ND, and I'm thinking that's North Dakota. We have a timeout here. We will take the break as well. We will be back here live from the Augusta Civic Center on Muncie Media Sports.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
We're back from the timeout, 58-36. Thompson gets it over to Rogers. Davila with the float. Rogers there, cleans it up off the glass and in.
15, Brandon Rogers.
Kopez with the nice jump shot will nail that one. Called with the hold. That's his second, team's fourth. Both teams with 4 fouls at the moment. Close to a 5-second call there. Tosi has it now. He'll reset the offense. Almost losing. He'll throw it off the backboard. No good. Another rebound by Rogers.
West wide open on the
Yeah,
wing.
jeez, he's clapping his hands. I think they were trying to run a certain play.
Like Humed going down to the box.
I
there.
like it.
Thought he was going to try and back him all the way down.
Should have. Angle with the 3, no good. Thompson's going to check in, and McGuire's going to take a break. Limited action for McGuire as he's coming back off an injury. I think this is his second game back, so some quality minutes coming off. Still trying to get that stamina up. They'll need him later on in the season as they get deeper into their schedule here. Thompson. Classic. That quick release that he has right there, just unbelievable. No, that's not an easy 3. He's a good 2 feet behind the 3-point line.
And you know what's funny about his shot? It's not a really high release point for him. That seemed like it definitely got knocked away. Huh.
Yeah, that was an odd one. You can hear Coach little upset.
Yeah, Coach Ford.
Yep, we're going to have a substitution.
Yeah, he wants that ball to go to Noah Thompson.
And he wants to have a talk with West. Ches is going to come back in. He was saying one more.
Yeah, so when you're a 3-point shooter, hits one, you want to get him the ball
exactly
right away, because if he's hot and he can get streaky like we've seen with Noah, I mean, he can go off for 4 or 5 in a row.
Well, and the thing is, too, you might look at the scoreboard, you're almost up by 30 points. What's the big deal? The big deal is that's the way you want to play the game, because at times when you need to play it, you need to have done that in those situations. And I'm sure that's what Coach is talking to him right now, that, we want to be able to move the ball. We want Thompson to get that shot, get it down in the corner. He just hit one from there. One more rotation, you never know that it'll open up a shot. So
that's a really good point.
It's a good coaching moment. Doesn't matter if it's 30 points or 2 points. And that's what Jim Ford does. And that's what he brings to this team. And this group of kids has been playing together for a couple of years. And I don't know how that went in, but it did. Just enough oomph on it to get it over the front of the rim for Rogers. And this team this year really has a chance to, finish out strong here in the conference. They're 2-1. Looks as though they're going to, move to 3-1 here at the end of this game. So if they can keep that up and continue to play good basketball, then what I've noticed is that 3 from Thompson. Boom. Right there. So there's that streakiness that they don't play down to the other levels of teams that aren't as good as them. And that shows a really good team when you don't get in any of those situations where you're playing down to the level of your opponent.
Now, we've seen UMA score a lot of points this season. We've seen them give up a lot of points too, but obviously not tonight. They're playing much better defense. The last couple of games that we've watched, they've played some tremendous defense. So,
well, they're going to definitely have to continue that moving forward if they want to be successful. I know that kind of sounds like a cliche, but it really is very, very important, especially when you have a team that can score, because you're going to score points, but you need to be able to play good defense on the other end.
You call the foul on Keith there.
Oop, he's got to be careful. That's going to be his third personal. 10:57 to go. Might have been partially tipped.
I hope so. That was awfully short.
He might have nailed that 3.
Abdul Hamed.
Hamed created some space and just absolutely drilled that 3. Nice play.
And even now, UMA, and we've seen them slack off in their defensive sets, but not tonight. They're doing a fantastic job. Coach Ford, I think, is making a point that he's trying to get his teams to defend and not let up 70, keep it under 70 points, and they're going to do that tonight. And they're on fire.
Boom. Well, that kind of piggybacks off the point that I just made, that you don't play down to the opponent, because obviously I'm sure Unity, has played some games so far this year. They've had 6 games, not sure what they average per game, but just adding up their leading scores, they're right around 65 to 70 points. So if you can hold a team under their average that they've been scoring, you're obviously doing something well. And if you can do that against skilled opponents, you're going to be racking up those W's. Just under 10 to go. And Thompson with a long 3. Just missed. That looked like it was going in from way up here. Nice little crossover by Ches. He'll put it off the glass, up and in. And just having his will down under the hoop there. No one was going to stop him, not even a train. We are going to have a timeout, 84-45. You see it on the scoreboard. We will be back here for the presentation of the Yankee Small Conference basketball game from the Civic Center, Munzing Media Sports.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
$9:37 to go here after the timeout. This could get really, not that it's not lopsided now, but with 10 minutes still left to play in the second half, you can't tell kids not to play basketball, which means you can't tell scorers not to score or to shoot, because then you start playing bad basketball. You're never ever trying to run anybody out of a gym, but you're preparing for the playoffs, and you've got to continue to play your style of basketball. And if you're running up 100 on a team, that's what you've got to do to be competitive. That's what you're going to do.
Yeah, in terms of effort right now, Unity's not backing down. Their effort is still just as high as when they started the game. So they're not going anywhere, and they're going to continue to put up points and shoot. So you're right, Andy. I mean, they're going to continue to play basketball here. It's just...
So Jez drawing the foul. Merrill doesn't seem to agree with the call, but nonetheless. So the next foul, each team will now be in the one-on-one from here on out. Someone might want to get in front of Chez there. They missed him. Somebody was in front of him in the basket. Kick it over in the corner. Stop, pop, no good. Engel has it. Good movement by the Rams, but really nowhere to go. Good defense by the Moose. And I think that's going to be...
I can't tell who they called it.
Yeah, that's going to be on head. A little bit of a block caused them to lose the ball. Tosi will be at the line, shooting a 1-on-1. Jake Cummings, freshman guard, will check in, give Rogers a little bit of a break.
Yeah, Brandon's had a fantastic game.
He certainly has. Almost close to a triple-double with all those blocks. I'm not sure unofficially. I think he has 8 blocks. That's astounding. That is, you kind of read that stat, but to have 8 blocks in a game is not easy. And I think he has 2 fouls, so that's, another thing. Whoa, that looked a little funny. Nice move right there by Tosi to get it up and in, and we are going to have a 30-second timeout. We will take the timeout, and we will be back here from the Augusta Civic Center.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
We're going to have Moose ball down under the hoop. 8:14 to go. A little bit of a full court press.
Yeah,
put on.
Zone pressure here. A 1-2-2 in the sense of it is a complete.
And there's a turnover.
Everyone up into the front court. I got to imagine that was because his feet didn't come down to jump stop on the same time, I guess.
Yeah, shuffle the pivot feet.
Yep.
And, and you might wonder why the Rams deciding to do this now. Well, they obviously feel that this is something that they can do to help them be competitive later on in the year, as they still, they've only played 6 games, so they might not have had a chance to be able to run this, and they've forced 2 turnovers right in a row. So,
yeah, and a couple of the, backups in right now for UMA too, so that should be noted.
Engel gets it over to Tosi, who's played very well tonight. Couple of power steps right to the hoop. Yeah, in the middle.
Keith's got to turn and go with that. They had
that's
odd man rush.
Thompson creates space. No good. Ball going to be corralled by Engel. They get it up to Tosi, who's played very well here within the last couple of minutes. Because he's very quick off the dribble. Kind of a lanky, strong player to be able to go strong to the hoop, and he's done that a number of times here tonight. Find himself at the line shooting 2.
Yeah, and he's also a good shooter. We saw him last season really put up some pretty good numbers, some deep threes.
So he's averaging 20.5 points a game in these 6 games that they've played so far, so he's definitely a proven scorer. And he'll make both. It's kind of the way you draw up breaking a press, except for what happened there at the end. But the Moose will retain possession.
Yeah, the most pivotal part of that is working that ball into the middle and turning and going, because you're automatically got an odd man rush moving down towards your offensive side of.
Murray with a long three. Nails it. Nice shot right there. Good look by Thompson. He got the ball off the inbound pass and saw that Murray had a little bit of space and gave it to him, and Murray was able to nail the three. Good shot. Tosi with the long three. He'll nail it. Not much arc on Tosi's shot, but that was a long three. We're going to have a travel call there. So this press is really creating some havoc here for the UMaine Moose, as they've had 3 turnovers in their last 5 possessions.
Yeah, and then you look at the sense of urgency, right? So Unity is right now is at absolute highest it can be, and they're playing really good defense in that zone pressure. You know, UMA is really slacked off here. It's just a matter of what, you know, UMA's got to match their level, focus a little bit. They'll be able to break that.
Another board by Rogers coming in out of nowhere, swooping up.
Yeah, Kopez just not getting any bounces tonight. I mean,
No.
he did a really nice job of sealing himself against his defender, being able to get a good shot up, and it just doesn't bounce in.
Yeah, it seems like just, you know, happens to be one of those nights. He's had some pretty good looks, just not finding the nylon. Ingo speedily picks it up. Kopez up fake. Whoa. That could have gotten ugly quickly. Good job by Kopez, and also showing his strength that he has to be able to take the brunt of Rogers on his shoulders and still maintain his balance. So he'll be at the line shooting too.
Yeah, we're going to watch that happen as it unfolded here. Rogers getting up in the air and just getting caught. And good thing, sometimes you see that the legs get taken out, so good job by Kopez just to kind of allow him to fall back down onto him.
So Kopez will hit the first of 2, making his first free throw of the night. You know, and he's going to end up with a quiet 20, 25 points.
Right.
Dangerous cross-court pass, but gets it through. Over to Thompson in the corner. We've seen him make about 1,000 of those so far this year. Nice no-look pass underneath, and we're going to have a traveling call, which negates a very nice no-look pass by Rogers to Thompson, who after the 3 in the board by Rogers ran the baseline, but had a traveling call. Just under 6 minutes to go. Kopez will take the 3. Rim, no good. Another board by Rogers. Thought about getting it up top to Thompson, but no rush. Eat up some of the shot clock.
Yeah, now this is the point for UMA. You got to finish games. We're coming down into the last 5 minutes of the game. How are you going to respond? How are you going to play? Unity's picked up their intensity and their sense of urgency, so where are you guys going to be?
Yeah, and that's exactly where you don't want to play down to the level of the team that you're playing. You really want to finish out strong. They've been, well, when we came back from a timeout, just under 10 minutes, they had 84 points. So they've only scored 3 points here since they've started that full-court press, actually.
And again, they're only playing the press on the make.
Yeah, nice little turnaround jump shot right there. Chesley. Tosi taking the ball to the hoop again. Oh, just misses. He does that so well, just avoiding the defenders.
I think a lot of people were surprised that didn't go in because Bragg was just kind of hanging out underneath the basket and didn't even leap up to go and meet the ball as it was coming down to rebound. He just let it fall down to him.
It's 3/4 of the way down the hoop and bounced out.
You're going to have 5 fouls here.
So Adamir will foul out, the 5'10 freshman from Sabattis. Played some quality minutes here. Murray will make the first of 2. And he'll nail the second one as well. Engel loses control, gets it back, little float, turnaround. Most people would not be able to make that shot look as easy as he does. It's just he's in such control when he goes up that, you know, it kind of looks a little helter-skelter, but he's double-digit points tonight, and he's shown that that is the kind of shot that he likes, that little quick turnaround. He does it so well. Kopez taps it away from Rogers. Back out to Murray, just under 10 to go on the shot clock. Chesel front rim, no good. Frenier gets it to Suhara, gets it back to Tosi. Could have been a push off there, no call. And Rogers with a little bit of a reach, so Suhara will be at the line shooting 2 free throws as they are now in the double bonus. Suhara rims that one out. And he'll miss that one off McGuire's hand right to Rogers. Under 4 minutes to go. Long three by Murray. Oh,
To Murray.
that was from the parking lot. Tosi. And we are going to have a timeout. We will take the timeout. We will be back here from the Augusta Civic Center. Maybe we're not taking a timeout. I don't know what that signal means. Yep, we're taking a timeout. We'll be back.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000.
Yeah, so we were right. There was no timeout. They were doing I think it looked like a football call out there. I don't know what they were doing, but there was no timeout. I think it was a little confusion with the 5 subs that UMA had over that they thought a timeout was taken, but it was not.
Yeah, both teams walked to the bench.
Yeah.
And then were given the signal
To come-
and then
yeah.
came right back out. So
We're like, okay. And another turnover.
yeah, you know, in UMA the
He's
the
got to stay
initial
away from the sidelines.
yeah the initial inbounds are not in the right spot. They got to
No.
stay out of the corners and away from the baseline and give themselves a little bit of room to rotate the ball back and then get it to the middle.
Dropping back into, looks like a 2-3 zone. Tosi has just been on absolute fire here in the second half. He's got to be close to 30 points. He's got 4 threes, and he has just been all over the floor tonight. He's played very well. And also, too, what we had mentioned earlier at about the 8-minute mark is being able to finish games. And even though the Unity Rams are down considerably, they still finish this game very well.
Yeah, they're not
continue to
playing like
play.
it. You're right, Andy. Their intensity and their defense has really picked up here. You know, UMA's just done a really nice job of being able to respond to and match that intensity. But somebody's got to cover it.
Yeah, because he's just on fire. Nice pass to Kopez. So, you know, if you look back here, they've missed 10 free throws, and probably another 10 or 12 makes down under the hoop that are high-quality shots. You give them those 20 points, it's 100-94, and they're right back in this game. So if you look at it that way, it was this, you know, you might come out with a loss, but there's still some things that you can look at during this game that you did well as the Unity Rams, and that's always a good thing that you can, you know,
Yeah, you're right.
look at.
In an off night here for Kopez, they're looking
Right.
to score their best player. If he's able to make those foul shots, like you said, Andy, and some of those layups, that you know, boom, you're right back into this game.
Yep.
So, but there's a reason for that. I mean,
Well,
UMA's
the defense,
played,
yes.
yeah, UMA's played good defense tonight.
Engel will take the 3 and make the 3.
Number 24, Hunter Miguel, 3.
So I'm not sure who Unity has played so far on their 2-4 record, but they're a pretty solid team. I mean, if you can come in, you know, and score 77 points on UMA, which we had talked about, maybe about the 12-minute mark, as I wanted to be able to finish them out. They finished this game and continued to play ball. And, you know, when you're playing against a team that can, hit from outside and score 100 points in a game. That's not an easy thing to come up and try to play against. And with so many weapons that UMA has, I mean, they can play inside with Rogers and Ches, and then they can move the ball outside with Thompson and Murray being able to run the whole offense, effortlessly, and, bringing West off the bench, and, quality minutes from Caleb and Bragg played very well tonight as well. So all around, just, great contributions from everybody over on the Moose side.
Yeah, I thought Dallas Murray had a fantastic game tonight, and obviously Brandon and Keith early on. Keith did a great job of shutting down Kopez in that first half.
And everybody you bring off the bench, from Hemet played very well. He had a couple of threes. Davila comes in and gives you solid minutes on offense and defense, and, is another good guard to be able to have out on the floor, as he shows right there, being able to take control. And, no one ever really seems to be panicked with the ball in any situation that they're in. Long three going to be taken, front rim no good. Just under a minute to play here. So the UMA Moose will move to 3-1 in the conference. They're going to be 6-7. The Rams are going to fall to 2-5 and 2-5 in the conference, as it looks like all of their games, like I had mentioned before, have been in conference games. So the next game, it will be against Bates College for the Moose. And I think they're going down there tomorrow, as that's going to be oh, geez. I thought he had set up shop a little early, but Cummings will call for the foul, and good take by Engel. He'll get 2 free throws.
Yeah, and we'll see Unity later on. We're going to be covering 2 of their games later on in the season, so we'll get the chance to see how they've improved and compare them to this first half.
And we're doing those games up there, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, always nice to be able to go up to Unity, and we always like going up there and thank them for letting us be able to go up there and do the production for them. And it'll be interesting to see what their record is at that time, because they score 82 points in a game and you lose. You kind of think, geez, but they're obviously going to be beating some teams if they're going to be putting up 82 points every game. On an on and off night, like we said, for Kopez. And that'll do it. The final score, the UMA Moose 103, the Unity Rams 82. Thank you for joining us on this Munzing Media production of the Yankees Small Conference Basketball here from the Augusta Civic Center. For Nate Munding and Brittany Munzing, I am Andrew Munzing. Thank you for joining us. Good night, everybody.